Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Tuesday, July 27, 2021. I hope everyone around the world is trying to stay safe from the new COVID variant. At Sitek, we take it very seriously. Everyone in the company wears masks throughout the day. I took mine off only because in the final test area, so you can hear me video, telling myself and Diego doing the video, there's no one else in final test. Today I'm doing a video source inspection of two fully remanufactured 2300S 8-inch and larger SRDs. This video we uploaded to our YouTube channel, so we don't give our customer's name out, but their PO number is 19275, and these systems are going to Europe. They will be have full CE marking sent with them. I'll talk about the configuration. First, the tool. They have state-of-the-art SlickDevice Controllers. Oh, let me explain. I have two systems here. One, I have the full poly on, so you can see what it looks like. The second one here, I left the poly off because I want to talk about how Sitek documents and all of our spare parts for ease of use for the maintenance team in the field. But this system, they have the state-of-the-art SlickDevice controller. This controller is more sophisticated than we believe, than any controller available in the world. Adding a SlickDevice controller to a fully remanufactured system, we believe makes this system as good or better than any new system you can buy anywhere in the world. The other options it has, I can see here, it has our N2 saver valve. This system has built-in an N2 saver capability where it turns off about 90% of your nitrogen when not in use. This actually will turn off all your nitrogen, so you don't have any purges being lost. It also has a resistivity, DI resistivity. I see the probes in the back. And it has the anti-static modules. I see the anti-static modules in there. So this is a very nice system. This customer runs a variety of substrates. So what we have here, we have a Sitek master rotor. This rotor was designed that we have cassettes that go up to 9-inch square for future processing. And so this is designed to accept up to a 9-inch square Sitek cassette, or as you'll see, anything smaller than that. So this customer actually runs a variety of substrates, and you'll see what we've done in our inserts. They have, they're running regular 4-inch wafers using the A1A2 39MU cassette. They have a modified substrate going into an A192 50MC. That's traditionally a round substrate, but they have using a semi-square substrate. They also run 6-inch with the A1A2 60MC, and that'll be 6-inch round. We also have the EPB 156 by 156 solar cell cassette. So this system is designed for 156 by 156, 150 millimeter round. It has 5-inch square solar cells. It also has 3-inch round wafers. And I will show you these different videos now of how they work. So let's say I want to run my 6-inch square to start off. What I would do is I would bring over the Sitek insert. This insert is for 6-inch squares. It simply slides in. And there you go. Now it's ready for a 6-inch cassette. And you simply walk up and install your 6-inch cassette. So there you go. Now we're running 6-inch in our special rotor and our special inserts. I'll go ahead and start this system. And then let's say that right next to it, somebody wants to run 4-inch round. So okay. Or actually, let's do the solar cells. Let's do the 5-inch square solar cells. This insert with the same high quality Sitek rotor. You install this insert, you simply slide it in and bring over the Integris cassette that has the 5-inch solar cells and load it in. Solar cells are thin, so I like to be careful. All right, and I simply start this unit. While these two units are running, I'll go ahead and talk about some of Sitek's support on these tools. And then what I'll do is after they run, I'll go ahead and put the 156 inside of this system, and I'll put in the 4-inch round inside of this system. So part of the Sitek refurbishing program is that we go through and we can design any size tool, any size product, pretty much the customer wants to run. We do squares, rectangle, parts, traditional wafers, anything that they really need. We have a variety of different designs we have that show for our insert design. There we go. We're ramping up nicely. We're at high RPM here. That's 1800, and we're running 1800 here. The poly's off this tool, so it's a little bit louder. When you have the poly on, it's much quieter. But again, so what I'll do is, while this is running, I'll show you some of how we do our parts. So back here, I can see the part number of our valve. That's a replacement valve. It's right on there. I can see our 8 psi, our 20 psi sensor. I can see our 8 psi sensor. I see the part number on our filter. I see the part number on our rotor stop positioner. We obviously will have the part number on our controller. I can see the part numbers on the SMC valves in the manifold. Down below, in the back, we have our LC4 amp, and we have the part number there. On the back of each tool, we have a Sitek tag, a serial tag. This system was manufactured in 7/2021. It's 220 volt, and the model is 2300S. And it has all the amperage and so forth data on it. So, as you can see, now, if a maintenance person has to replace a part, it's very easy. They can simply look at that part, just take the Sitek part number, go on to sitekprocess.com, put in that part number, and they'll get a picture of the same part. It makes it very easy for them. So now that I've kind of talked about how easy it is to find parts on our system, let's talk about the support we have. At Sitek Process Solutions, we remanufacture all versions of the spin rinse dryer. The S model, which these are, the F model is in Frank. Looks just like this, but uses a brush motor, and they're traditional ST units. On our website, again at sitekprocess.com, on the left-hand side, the first 3 buttons you'll see are all about the machines. The next 3 are the parts. We have 100% spare parts on the system. We offer the EMO, the lights, the controllers, the rotors, the inserts, brand new motors, brand new Sitek LC4 amps. We have our own ACR valves. We have our own rotor stop positioners. We have our own N2 heaters designed for us. So you can have 100% replacement parts. We also have on the F model the same thing, and on the ST, which is older, we also have usually about 100%, maybe 99.9%. If you get some really weird old rinser dryer that has some weird part that someone put on, we might not support, but we would still find a way to fix it. So that will give you an idea of all of our rinser dryers and our support. We also have some of the semi-till SST and SAT part numbers down on the next button. Past that button is Vertec. 2 years ago, Sitek purchased the product line of Vertec from Martech. We are now the OEM for all Vertec parts. We actually have a Vertec machine right here in final test. We actually just shipped 2 Vertecs, and I got 2 more over there that are going to go into test once these come out. You can see we're pretty crowded in final test. I've got 5 rinser dryers. This one is, don't show our customer name there. This one is for another customer in the US. This customer sends us their systems to be fully remanufactured. It's about 1 or 2 a month they send us. They have quite a large fab of 50 units. So we're always busy in tests. Part of what I just talked about or showed you was talking about refurbishment. We actually do a lot of refurbishment of customers' tools. They can send us a tool that's been in the field 20 years, 15 years. It's in bad shape, it's beat up. We have a complete remanufacturing process to make their tool in like new condition. What it does is we use the same manufacturing as we do our own tools. There is no levels of manufacturing. It's only the highest high quality level of manufacturing. That's the company philosophy. It's been that way for 15 years, and that's how it's always going to be. Okay, we're in dry 2 now. Dry 2 is a slower RPM. It uses some centrifugal force, heater blankets, and the hot end 2. Once these are done, I got about 24 seconds here, and I have about 61 there. When this is finished, I'll remove this cassette, and I'll remove this insert, and I'll bring in another size. In the fab, they don't recommend you carry the insert and the cassettes at once because of the value of your wafers and for safety. For the convenience of the video, I'll just bring the insert and the cassette over at the same time and take these out. Okay, now we're finishing up. We're spinning down. At the end of the process, it's called the rotor stop positioner, or RSP. It'll fire out a piston. It meets the cam, has a bearing on it. It'll find a very specific spot in the cam and it'll upright, we call home position, which is 12 o'clock. Once that happens, I'll hear the door release, and it'll say process complete. And there we go. Complete successful run. You have multiple ways to clear this. One, you can hit OK, it clears it. Two, you just open the door, it clears it. And three, you can hit clear. I'm just going to open the door and watch. There you go, it cleared it. So, first of all, I feel for hot end too. Yep, I don't want to burn my hand there. Take the wafers out. They look good. And I'll simply remove this insert. Again, in the fab, you wouldn't be doing this. Okay. Because I'm going to load 156 solar cells, I'm not bringing the cassette over in one hand because solar cells are fragile and I don't want to break them as I'm carrying them. So, what the customer did, someone walked up and says, I want to run 156 solar cells. They grab the insert, they slide it in. As you can see, it takes less than 10 seconds, probably only 5. You bring your cassette of substrates. In this case, it's solar cell, 156 pseudo squares, and you hit start. And we'll go through the same process again. All right, I'll go ahead and feel for this one. Hot, yep. This, again, these are solar cells, so I'm not going to do, I'm going to use two hands. All right, so now this is done. You can put this back on the shelf. Let's say the customer wants to run 4-inch wafers now. All they do is they, off their shelf, right next to the machines, they bring their insert for 4-inch. You simply slide it in. Again, 5-minute change out. Take your cassette. H-bar in always. Load it. And hit start. As you can see, it's very, very easy to do changes. Using our master rotor design, we could do anything that's 9-inch or smaller. We can build an insert that will match these rotors. So for the future flexibility of the customer, they can, instead of having to change rotors out over and over and take the chance of galding the screws or the weight of banging the rotors and having them out of balance, you leave the master rotor in all the time and you simply move the inserts. Okay, so we're doing the same process here. What I'll do is, let me talk about some of our other product lines where these are going. We're back on the high RPM there. And here, we'll ramp up to 1800. So I talked about the rinser dryers. Part of our also wet processing is we do the Integris box washers. That's the Fluoroware HTC box washers. We have multiple systems in-house right now being refurbished. We also have quite a lot of spares. In fact, we are the #1 spare parts company for those, and we believe in the world. In fact, we might be the only one now. We also do quite a lot of wet processing for high pressure mask and wafer cleaners. That would be the Ultra T, Ultra Tech, K&S, and so forth. We always have 3 or 4 systems we're working on or in stock, high pressure or high pressure with scrub. So that kind of fills our wet processing line out. Then when we also do some front-end photolithography equipment, we do YES LP3 ovens. We have, I think, 3 or 4 in stock now. We do the little CEE 100 coat bake systems. I can see out manufacturing, we're doing a CE 4000 right now. We also do quite a lot of photoresist pumps. We have customers that send us their pumps in for complete rebuilds all around the world. They send them to us. And we can do the IDI, the Cyborg, which is their one company now, and the Millipore. We can also sell pump packages, the Millipore pump package with controllers, trigger switches. We also can do the IDI 300 controllers for both developer and resist. And again, we have, in fact, we probably have, I don't know, between IDI, Cyborg, and Millipore, probably 50 or 60 photoresist pumps in stock right now. So we do quite a lot of that. We also do thin film measurement systems and particle counts. We do the KLA family of products, the 5500, the 4500, the whole 6000 class is like a 6220, 6420, and so forth. And then we also do nanometrics tools. I know we have a Nanometric 2 4000s in stock. We have 2 or 3 Nano 210s. So we do thin film measurements. We have Gertner ellipsometers. We have Rudolph ellipsometers. We have quite a lot. We also have inspection for microscopes. We have the Nikon, the Ergolux, lights, etc. microscopes. I think we probably have maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 in stock right now. Probably 15. So you can see we do spin rinse dryers, which is really 80%, if not higher, of our corporate business. Spare parts and remanufactured systems is our core business. We do, again, our company is over 20 years old, so we do support other product lines, and we still will. But but we are known worldwide as the premier remanufacturer of spin rinse dryers. And now with Vertec, we can offer our new. And with our state-of-the-art controller, we can offer you one complete package with actually a complete new system if necessary. So now we're back at 500 RPM. 500 RPM, we have about a minute and a half there. For reference on our controller, if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of videos of training of the programming, how the anti-static works. We have a special anti-static program that it's proprietary to us. It's called our DDL, and it measures the anti-static while it's working and will warn you when it's not. The Semi-Tool product line cannot warn you when the anti-static goes bad for particle control. We warn you on the run on an alarm system. If there was a problem at the end of the process, an alarm would come up and there's an alarm screen. In fact, I'll just show you that for the fun of it, even though the videos show it. But we have complete training videos on this system. And again, these controllers are sold worldwide now. We sell them all over the world. We're having multiple fabs that are now standardized across the board. They buy the first 1 or 2, 3 or 4, like them, and they want to upgrade their systems to state-of-the-art, so they buy 10, 15, 20 controllers from us. We are the premier manufacturer of this technology. We are the only manufacturer of this technology. Okay, so we have a minute and a half to go and 34 seconds. So at the end of this process, like I talked about, the RSP will fire out, will upright. I'll go ahead and take the cassette out because this is solar cells. I'm going to use one hand again because I don't want it to break. They're so thin. If I nick them with my hand, if I'm trying to use 2 hands, it'll break the solar cell. But as you can see, the spinner and dryer doesn't break them because they run fantastic. It's only the physical touching of my hand. Okay, almost done. All right, spinner. I'm breaking now. So last time I just cleared it by opening the door. This time I'll clear it by the screen just to show you how to do it. Alrighty, here we go. There we go, process is over. So, successful run, elapsed time, hit OK. Clears the front screen. Let me take out the cassette. I'm going to leave the rotor, the insert in here. Let's say that the customer knows they're going to run 156 again. They don't have to take the insert out, they can leave it inside. Feel for that? Nice and hot. While that's breaking down, I'll just show you the alarm screen. If there was an alarm, that'd be flashing. And actually our indicator will be flashing. We have multiple alarms we track: anti-static, RSP, heaters, N2 pressures, motor tacks, motor overshoot, servo amp, resistivity probes. The next button means if someone actually pushes next, they can skip a process step. That gives you an error because that meant we want you to be aware of it. Everything inside of our system on runs is data logged. We have complete data logging. The customer can bring the data out. So if something happens on the rinser dryer, the maintenance team can go into the data log and see what it was. Let's say a night shift says, oh, it stopped in the middle of run. We don't know why. Our data log will tell you. Let me clear this one out. This is really 4-inch wafers. This door normally only goes this far when the top poly is on, but there is no top poly right now because I want to show you the quality of the rebuild. Okay, so again, I won't go. Then if you cleared your alarm, you can go back to the main screen. There's a lot of screens that go back. Well, we include a light indicator with our system. Amber is good. Amber means we're waiting to process. Green means we're running. Blue means unload. And red means you had an alarm. The alarm would be there and be flashing red, so you can see. Okay, so these systems, we're going to be sending this video, put it on our YouTube channel tonight. Hopefully our customer will get back to us tomorrow and say, yes, we're planning on packaging these up and crating them for a pickup on Monday morning. Again, to go to Europe. We're on track for that. There's no problems. If there's any questions, again, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. You can feel free to call us at 916-797-9000 or on our website. Any product page has a contact sales button. You just click it, put in your email address, your name and phone number if you'd like. It sends our sales department a quick email about what you're looking for, and we'll get back to you immediately. So thank you. Stay safe. Have a great day.